When processing a check transaction, you may be required to enter the client ID and/or email as with any other transaction. Type in the transaction amount and invoice to select Sale. Select the check option, then scan check before inserting the check physically. Fill out any remaining fields and you'll notice that depending on the check type, an ID number for a license or state ID or a business phone number will be required. Select Submit, making sure to select Done to finalize the transaction. To process a transaction using a check saved on file, enter the email address used to create the token, the amount and invoice number, and select Sale. Select the Check on File feature and submit for a transaction receipt to show. Making sure to select Done to finalize the transaction. Simple Check serves as a reporting tool for merchants that won't electronically process checks. You wouldn't be processing the check transaction but simply reporting the amount to be selected, so it's important to note that the check must physically be deposited at the bank. First, enter the amount, an invoice number, select Sale, and then the green plus sign next to Simple Check. Enter the check number, select the type of check, select Submit, making sure to select Done to finalize the transaction. To void a check transaction, type in the original amount accepted, an invoice number, and select Refund. Simple Cashiering won't allow a refund for an amount greater than or less than what was originally accepted, so the exact amount must be entered to initiate the transaction, and the transactions matching the submitted invoice number will show. Make sure to select the checkbox for the transaction you'd like to refund and submit. A void receipt will show with the option to print, and you'll select Done to finish. Whenever you need to confirm any information tied to check transactions, you'd use the check report to filter by date range. You'll select Submit for the transactions to show. The dynamic search field may be used to filter through the transactions, typing in the customer name, last 4 digits of the check number, last 4 digits of the account, amount, or invoice number. Once the transaction is found, double-click this row to either pull up the invoice for email or printing, see the image of a scanned check front and back, or lastly, to print an authorization form for the customer and your records. To learn more about using Simple Cashiering, watch the rest of our training videos.